And check. And welcome back in this Japanese afternoon, even if it's not really afternoon there right now. Of course, we are using different daytime. We are right now at Fukuoka in Japan. Now I'm gonna show you the path we're gonna do today. 737-800 clearly, I guess. Yeah, I don't fly it. I don't fly this sim since like 10 days at all, and I don't fly this plane since 11 days probably. I saw there was an update. I don't really know what this is about, but yeah, let's see. Let's see how it does fly. Maybe we're gonna talk a little bit about the 7.3 since I talk in another live stream about that, but yeah, it was one with the A320. So, we are gonna fly from Fukuoka to Komatsu, Japan, of course. It's an airport close to the sea in Japan, close to some mountain area. Yeah, the main reason why I'm flying here, I don't know if I will go directly to Sapporo, but yeah, there is a flight from here to the Sapporo Island in the future maybe. Or we can go back to Tokyo. We'll see. Okay. This is a more accurate path about what we're gonna do today. Let me import the flight on my sim brief. I need to recover my flow because again, it's long time I don't use the sim actually. And yeah. Oh boy. No. Okay, yeah. The classical 1 second of delay. Yeah, I'm not gonna use jetway. It's the first time I fly in Fukuoka. We land here with this same place, 737-800 from ANA di Juliet Alpha 90 Alpha November in 2020. So it's the first time we fly here in 2024. All right. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Battery on. And yeah, of course. Oh boy. Let's go with external power. Of course, I want to check the airline setting. So let's connect the external power before. Okay, external power, it's right here. Nav. Oh, super noisy. Yeah, I still don't get what is that very weird noise that happens sometimes. This is flight level 350 today. This is fine. Okay, for the moment. Let's go 1 second here. So PMDG setup, aircraft, restore original. Yeah. Yeah, I do this every single time I use a new livery. You never know, but yeah, should be fine. So should be set properly when you launch the plane. But yeah, you never know. Okay. No. Okay, I have to go back here now. And ground service. Fuel truck for sure. The other stairs as well. And all the loader for the cargo. Then payload empty. Fuel 3 tons. This is the classical standard setup I used when I launched the 737. And I like to load it very slowly using this system. Alright, then we have to turn this on and import the flight plan. Let's see if it does work because, yeah, maybe I got disconnected since it's a long time I don't use it, but maybe not. Okay, no. Great. Nice, this is fine. VATSIM check. Flight plan is filed and it's correct. Great. Alright, let's load the plane. As always, if you have any question, feel free to ask. We have a nice 11 knots of crosswind at destination. I just saw it. Very interesting. So, fuel is 6.5. Start. Passenger 1 to 5. We have the double glass. Plane today. cargo is it's 3.0, so 1.5 here, 1.5 here. Yeah, let me show you like this. Oops. Yeah, we have the two suite. Which we can, yeah, you can close this. Do they implement the toilet finally, or not? I guess not. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting you can use the code here. Okay. Great. In the meantime, let me open Let's View. And we have to start loading our cargo. So I'm gonna keep this open. FMC, next, Posinit, next, GPS position, done. Route, request flight plan from SimBrief, just the route, please. Okay, this is arriving. So no toilet still. No. That's very interesting, by the way. Okay. Okay, let's go. This is done. Load the route. All Nippon 1238 is our call sign for today. Let's wait for the flight plan. Activate, execute. Okay, let me give a quick check. Butur, Marco, Carbs. Yeah, it's that one. Okay. So everything is loading. Yeah. I guess it's time to check the departure procedure. That part that people love so much to see. But it's necessary. So we're gonna take off runway 16 left in Fukuoka, which is this one here. So yeah, we can basically push back on Bravo. Okay, then Bravo and 16 left. The departure will be the Yokat 6 departure transition Butur. So basically take off straight ahead. Wow, what a constraint. Oh no, okay, below flight level 200. Yeah, probably we're just gonna go direct to Butur right after departure. We have no control at the moment. I don't think we will have control at all. Climbing 10,000 feet is fine. Okay, great. Yeah, very simple departure. Let me just check the arrival. Do we have ILS? Okay, well. Okay, great. Yeah, because it's a small airport, you never know. So we're gonna overfly basically Hiroshima, sorry. Which is there. Very interesting airport, Hiroshima, if you want to go in Japan. Not challenging. I mean, runway, what is runway? Runway 28 just have air naval approach. It's very interesting. Very interesting. So let's go. Departure. Runway 16 left. Yokat 6 departure. Transition Butur. Execute. Initial climb 10,000 feet. That's correct. Heading is 158. 158 set. Not really. Now it's set. In the meantime, fuel truck has finished. Remove. There we go. Disconnect. We're gonna see this door closing, which you can open also from external view, I saw. If you go there by walk, you should be able to open that. Not that you really need to do it, of course. But yeah. Okay, this is going away now. Bye. Yeah, there we go. And here you have your fuel injection, let's say. Okay, now. Great. Then. Okay, we finished loading the passenger. We can release this. We're just missing a little bit of cargo. Okay, on. Yeah, we can go APU on now. Start this, maybe. Okay. Okay, great. Then. Here. So, 0 fuel weight. Yeah, we can set it up very soon. Costing is 1.4, right? Yeah, Costinex 1.4. Reserves 3.1. Okay. Release. 0 fuel weight set. 56.0 confirmed. Cruise wind is 268.77. So we're gonna have a lot of tailwind today. Great. So everything is set. APU is starting. We are just missing the performance. 6 left. Okay. So yeah, because I was wondering, in the scenery you have in MSFA? No. This is updated actually. Because for what I saw, there is just one runway now in Fukuoka. But the strange thing, here you see 2 runways. But also in real life, when I checked, I guess there is just one now. Maybe this. Yeah, I think the old runway is this one. So yeah, well, that's very strange that. Yeah, maybe it's like Venice. Not really that that Navigraph is not accurate, but yeah, basically 0 full left in Venice is just used as a taxiway. Taxiway Tango specifically. So yeah, maybe it's one of those cases. I don't know. But yeah, let's go. So we were saying flaps optimum. Yeah, import from aircraft. There we go. Okay, flaps 5 with takeoff 2. Alright. Yeah, but let's set up the QNH before 1020. Alright, and 2. And 2 is takeoff 251. Yeah, climb. Yeah, I'm gonna keep climb 1 because we are going toward lands. Flaps 5. Great. 139er, 139er. 141. And 151 here. Flight director. LNAV. VNAV. Great. Okay, this is all removed. We can remove stairs now. And let me do this. Electrical on the APU. Okay. Packs are on. Are auto actually. Let me see if this is working. Okay, this is working. Okay, and this is working as well. Of course, we don't have hydraulic now. Which we can do this actually. Okay. Trim is 536. Okay, parking brake set. Great. This is set. And fantastic. So release this and remove that. Okay, we can finally have our takeoff page here, legs here. APU is running. Okay. Windows it. How is the temperature? It's 3 degrees. Very interesting temperature. Yeah, of course, it's night there right now. Traffic traffic. 2000 on the transponder. Which is... wait a sec. Okay, no, it's right here. Yeah, it's the new one, by the way. 2000. TRRA. Alright. So we can push back facing south. Sorry, facing north. Let's go. Let's go. So in the 7-3, we do have track connecting. If we do start pushback, yeah. Okay. Packs off. Anti-collision. Okay, let's wait for it. Yaw damper. Perfect. Okay, let's go. Starting number 1. Sorry, starting number 2. And 2 rising. This is not correct. Okay, 1. Ah, yeah, because it's the new system. 2-5. Fuel. Yeah, for what I can see, the runway 16 right is a taxiway now. Can we take Bravo still? I assume we can. Okay, starting number 1. And 2 rising. Alright. 2-5 fueling. 1-2-8 here would be a great idea. Not that there is anyone around. Yeah, it's a very, let's say, chill flight today. But it's okay, I mean, I didn't want to come back with a very difficult flight. Parking brake set. It's set, right? Yeah, I guess it's set. I never know indeed. Okay, this is gone. Ah, yeah, after a little bit, it just releases you randomly. Okay, after start, this. So, the probes are auto, the ignition, not really. Then, auto, off, electrical. I was about to forget about that. Landing altitude, it's okay, like it, so it's 0. Great. Taxi light. Parking brake released. Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna still taxi into, following Bravo, honestly. Let's give me a check of the flight control. That's great. Terrain. Terrain is on. Weather radar. And weather here. Okay, great. I remind you, we're taking off from Fukuoka, Japan, and going to Komatsu, which is in the west part of Japan. Not really far from Tokyo, but in the west coast. Really cool to see how it is, the terrain around there. Yeah, as you can see here, basically the taxiway finished. So yeah, it's a very different taxiway system and runway system compared to what I have in Navigraph. So which one is wrong? I'm wondering now. Okay, let me lower the volume of the. Okay, checking for you. It's not too high, probably. Let me just see that. No, it's the classical 60%. For example, now I am into the runway. For some reason. In Navigraph. So, again, this is probably an older runway, which is not really available anymore. Also, when you check the performance, you can see that is showing you 16 left or 34 right. And it's Navigraph data. So, yeah. Navigraph is showing you runway 16 right, but he's not really letting you it for performance calculation. I was forgetting about flaps. Flaps 5. Great. Flaps set. Okay, takeoff config done. I remind in the 737 to check the takeoff config, you just have to put the throttle really high over something which I don't know exactly, but yeah. If you get an alarm, it means that it's not gonna tell you like the A320 what was the problem, but at least that you have a problem. Okay, we can go. Yeah, let's go. Runway turn off, strobe lights. Great. Out of here. Alright. Yeah, there is a strange noise. I mean, the noise system is a little bit weird. Alright, let's go. 40%. No, wait a sec. Landing lights. This is fine. Okay, let's go. 40%. Brake release, Toga. Oh yeah. All right. 80 knots. Rotate. Gear up. Okay, there we have Fukuoka Airport, a little segment of the airport and the city. Wow, look at that. Look at our shadow. Okay, yeah, we were going up very... yeah, I definitely realized it on the wind view. Autopilot. We're going up. Wow. By the way, what a place. Look at this. Very cool. Okay, speed check. Flaps true. Wow. Very beautiful. Wow. I didn't expect that. As many times happen, I underestimate the beauty of the departures. Look at this. Big city, of course, classical Japanese situation. I think we can go flaps 1, right? Yeah, we can go flaps up, actually. Speed check, flaps up. Alright. Wow, what a place. Very cool taking off toward mountains from Fukuoka, because last time I arrived from the sea, so I wasn't realizing how close it is to some very interesting peaks. Look at this. And even here, well, it's plenty of it. This is a dam. Oh boy, sorry. Keep climbing. Yeah, we can go up to 210 already. I'm gonna go direct now to the end of this star. Sorry, of the SID, which is Butur. Direct. Engage. This can go like that. This. Running turn off taxi off. Disengage this. Come on, that I want. I mean, because I want to see the surrounding and the nice cloud actually we have right here. Yeah, that was quite unlucky. This is the flight that in real life is done with the Dash 8 actually. From Anna, of course. You know that I like to do real ops, so I'm flying the airline that does the flight, but not the plane because, well, yeah, I wanted to do it anyway. That's what. No, that's not an airport. Yeah, a little bit of clouds, but yeah, we have a little view on the mountain area. Very interesting departure. I'm gonna have a sharper direct soon. But yeah, very interesting the land area, let's say, of Fukuoka. Yeah, we can go direct to Kyoka. And let's go. Yeah, we should have tailwind at some point. In cruise. Okay, continue climb now. 250. Okay, above 10,000. Acceleration is done. Landing lights off. Yeah, seatbelts on. Auto. That's the airport, I guess. Yeah, that's the airport. Yeah, last time we came from the coastline and we land like that. But yeah, taking off toward mountains. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Weather as destination. Yeah, we have. Yeah, it's gonna be cloudy. It's gonna be a little bit cloudy, unfortunately. Because I wanted to check the. Yeah, a little bit the terrain and everything, of course. All right. Yeah, look at this. I mean, very interesting. Yeah, you know, in 2024 you have this stuff that the terrain have to load, but when you switch a view, for example, like this, yeah, you see, the terrain have to load for a sec. But when it's loaded, it's not bad at all, honestly. I think I am appreciating even more this area from, I mean, comparing to the last time I came here in 2020. I mean, MSFS 2020, of course. It's gonna take some time to get there. It's not a short flight, not a long flight, but yeah, we should gain even more speed, of course. Yeah, for sure. Okay, 26877. So yeah, we're gonna the wind is gonna shift. That's of course an average wind, so it's not really extremely reliable. Terrain off in the meantime. I want weather radar here. Yeah, above side. Okay, let me reduce this even more. Okay, like this. So yeah, the wind's gonna shift. It's gonna increase our component of tailwind, and also the wind itself is gonna increase strength. So yeah, we're gonna gain a lot of tailwind, and also we're gonna gain max speed. Of course, we have to cruise a 0.75. Top of the sun is already there. Yeah, we have to investigate that. So now we're going toward a bay in Japan, which I have no idea how it's called. You know that in Navigraph there are no names, but there are in Volanta Suonada Kitakishu. Okay. Yeah, classical, enormous Japanese city. They are all very big. This is not that big of. I mean, if you consider the extension of the building area from here to there is an enormous. But probably is more than one city. Maybe this one is one city and this one is another one. Yeah, precisely. Yeah. They are two different. This is what? I was wondering about that. Because you know that... this is an airport. Yeah, I was saying Japanese like to build airports in island. Yeah. This is a custom default one. Yeah. This is Kita Kyushu. No, sorry, Kita Kyushu airport. It's a custom default. We have to go here. Yeah. Maybe in the near future. We don't want to stop to climb, of course. So altitude intervention immediately. 355. So this one here. Yeah, maybe when we bring the plane back to Tokyo, we can go here next time. And the point is not that short as a flight. Because the A320 is now in Osaka. I want to do Osaka to Kagoshima. That's the plan for the A320. The 737 maybe we'll go back to Tokyo after this flight. So we can go there next time. Since it's at the custom default scenery, why not? I know that I like to fly in Japan sometime. Okay, everything looks fine here, right? Yeah. Let's extend a view of our 73. Leaving Fukuoka. So yeah, last live stream was the Christmas Eve, and we were doing Helsinki to Rovaniemi with the A320 actually, even if the title said 73, no, it's an A320 of course. I made a mistake. Yeah, I was saying that overall, I was talking about what I saw in the community of Flight Simulator, the reaction about the 737, because I was overall satisfied by, people are not really, and I end up saying that I basically agree with them at the end of the day. Because, many reasons. The main reason is, of course, that now Phoenix set a completely different level of high fidelity, and also, especially in my opinion, is not really that, because can be a choice, you know. Not that PMDG can do a Phoenix level plane. PMDG is very good and very big develop. So they have all the skills, let's say, to do a plane on Phoenix level if they wanted. I don't know if you really can do it not using an external program. That's a big point, but I think that just involves the flight model, or mainly involve the flight model. So yeah, that's a big point of turn, let's say, because if you use an external program, you can't sell this plane on PS5 or Xbox as Phoenix, for example. You can't find a Phoenix on Xbox. You will never find a Phoenix in Xbox. You never know. Not for now, not for long still, let's say. But system-wise, PMDG is very capable of do a Phoenix level plane. But the main point, in my opinion, is the update that they provide through time. That PMDG was, it's a plane that I really liked, again, because I like the type. But if I have to be objective, compared to the Phoenix, is way, in 2020 especially, was way lower in quality. if you consider sound design, if you consider texture, and also, and that's a big stuff in my opinion, the update that they provide through time. So, yeah, as I was saying, that's the main difference. I mean, it's not just about PMDG. I think it's about all other develops. And I mean, Phoenix is on a level that is completely different from any other develop, and that's the main thing. It's not really the plane, which is extremely good, of course, but it's the develop they provide. As I was saying last time, the difference. Let's talk about 2020, of course. The difference between the A320 on March or April 2022 and the A320 that finished, or that there is now in 2020, because there is still a Phoenix 2020 in MSFS 2020. Sorry, if an A320 in MSFS 2020 is extremely different from that plane we got 3 years ago, 4 years ago now. I don't remember. So yeah, that's the main difference between Phoenix and all the other develop, or PMDG if you want to talk about PMDG. So there is a huge difference in the update they provide. And again, if you compare the A320 in March 2022 and the A320 now, is a completely different plane. It's imported in 2024. There is a dedicated version for 2024, and all the stuff was provided for free. So you purchase a plane in 2022 and you have free version of that plane. You have tons of livery. Let's talk about liveries as well. The quality of deliveries and the quantity of deliveries that Phoenix provide is just insane. 2 engine type, sharklet, all for free. You just have to pay for the A321 and A390. So that's extremely cheap. If you consider what you get, let's talk about the full package, which I don't remember. I think it's way less than $100 or euros. I don't remember now. I think it's around 80 euros, something like that. You get free plane, high fidelity plane, and basically it's guaranteed that they are gonna continue, update them, increase the quality. And if you compare that from PMDG, the 737 specifically, the difference in 2020 between the release and what we got until 1 month, 2 months ago in 2020 wasn't that big at all. Let's say it clearly. Livery okay, they add some livery, that's true. But yeah, overall, just a bunch of them. Not big difference. This one is different from 2020, but was a pay update. So basically the community is complaining about that. Yeah, I mean, you make us pay for the 2024 version, and it's not extremely different from the 2020. That was already quite old. But yeah, as I was saying last time, the point is that there is nobody. I mean, there is the iFly Max, which I never flew because I don't have it. But let's say that nobody produced a 737-800 of this level, if it's not PMDG, for Flight Simulator 2024. That's a fact. And from my point of view, I mean, not from my point of view, but my bias is that I really like the type. So even if it's worst, even if we didn't get very enthusiastic update, I really like to fly it because I really like the type. But yeah, they have to be aware. They have to be aware because there is this rumor, I don't know, that if Phoenix will do a 737 in the future or any other. Let's say that there is space now. I mean, if PMDG continues like this, there is space now for another developer to do a really high fidelity 737. There is space for that, in my opinion, and could be very dangerous for PMDG. 737, sorry, 777, same stuff. So they are a little bit doing this because they are the only developer of those planes, but that can change in the future. And yeah, especially the 737, you know that there was, I think it's called ProSim. But Phoenix was, I had a collaboration with this ProSim, I guess it's called, I don't remember. But I can check, but... Okay, let me see. ProSim. Yeah, it was ProSim. So this is ProSim, and they were doing a collaboration back in the past with Phoenix to develop the A320, and guess what is the other plane that this guy developed? Let's see if I can show you very quickly. Do they have a product page or what? About us. Yeah, they produce software for, of course, not full motion, but very advanced sim based on 2020 or 2024, which I can. Oh wow, they did the Neo. If it's them, I mean, I'm not sure that. Wait a sec. Wait a sec, because I can't find. I mean, was a different website? What's. Okay, on cockpit software. Wait a sec. Maybe. No, wasn't that page. No, yeah. But this is the website. So yeah, as you can see, they develop basically software for cockpit sim. Yeah, spoiler. I mean, they had again a collaboration with Phoenix for the A320, or Phoenix had a collaboration with them. And yeah, guess what is the other plane they develop? Yeah. That's why there are some rumors that Phoenix could do a 737 in the future. I don't know if it's. I mean, let's see. Phoenix simulation ProSim. Okay, it's no longer shared. Yeah, I guess I read that. No longer shared. Okay. From the ground, Neo standard. This is Wally. Okay, the Neo will be fully done by Phoenix and not shared with ProSim. But yeah, this also means that they were doing a collaboration for the A320 CEO. I knew that. I mean, I'm 100% sure about that. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. Of course, this is just for saying that. Yeah, PMDG really have to be aware of what we'll do because of a Phoenix or any other, because you know the Phoenix is still. I mean, they can still say, okay, but yeah, the Phoenix it does work only for PC. But yeah, you never know. Let's say. Let me see. We really need to get that procedure. We can go direct. Okay, not really. Okay, not direct for now. No, yeah, we can go direct to Atpod. Yeah, we can go direct to Atpod in 7 miles. Okay, let's go now. Oh, there is a bit of this is weather. Okay. Arrival. So we have 9 knots of crosswind, 2 knots of headwind. Sombu Whiskey departure, sorry, arrival to Daijo. From Daijo LS. 06, yeah. Very simple stuff. There we go. As you can see, we have some terrain close to us. We will have some terrain. Classical, horrible way to show terrain in Navigraph, but that's what we get for now. So yeah, not really showing you much about the arrival. It's super basic. So ILS 06. Sombu Whiskey. Execute. Then frequency is 110.1. Wow, we have so much tailwind. Okay, course is 6-3. Yeah, the runway is not that long. I mean, it's not short, but it's a 2,700 meter long. So we don't have to underestimate that. We're gonna calculate performance, of course. Yeah, just before. You know, just after the descent. Well, 238 the... Okay. Barometric minimum. So yeah. That's the overall thinking probably of the community. The big question would be now for a person that is using the sim on PC and want to, I mean the default sim, and want to pass to a custom plane. So a very difficult question to answer would be, do I have to go with the Phoenix or do I have to go with the PMDG 737? That's a very hard question to answer for me. I would say PMDG 737, just because it's a different. I mean, it's true that now you have the 737 Max, so that stuff that, because in 2020 was different. In 2020 you didn't have any 73, so having a 73 was a completely new plane. Now it's not the case anymore. It's also true that the quality of A320 that you have, both the A320 Neo from Minibuilds and especially the A320 Neo from Fly-by-Wire, is way better than the 737 MAX. Even if in the last update we saw it, we flew it, wasn't that bad, we can say. Still, especially from the Fly-by-Wire. Still, and we have to start descending, by the way. Oh, yep. Hi, Arush. Yeah, of course, Christmas holiday. How are you, anyway? Are you still flying just the fly-by-wire stuff? Speaking of fly-by-wire, we do have a fly-by-wire expert in chat. Well, I flew the fly-by-wire since 2021, but yeah, let's say not much in the recent period. Okay, vertical speed. Let's go down. Let's go down. Okay, we have to switch to 255 to indicated airspeed immediately. Yeah, we have to descend. I mean, there's no time to chill. Yeah, because with that tailwind, we gain. I mean, pretty soon we're gonna have also turn, and the tailwind component is gonna increase even more. We are descending, so it's also reducing a little bit, but yeah. Let's go down to 10. We can descend 5,000, right? No. But yeah, I was saying the quality of 320 you have by default is way different from 737. So for my personal taste, I will go with 737 because I really like the type. But said this, the Phoenix it's a very different experience. And also be aware of the PC performance, because one thing that is very different still from Phoenix, and even if Phoenix did a lot of improvement in that, but PMDG PMDG performance wise is an incredible plane. I mean, the frame rate you can get with this machine is is the best. I mean, if we talk about performance, the 777, the 737 are the best liners you can get in the sim. Hands down. That's something that I really appreciate, of course, about PMDG products. They are so reliable, performance-wise. Which is very important, of course. I mean, you want to buy a plane to use it, not to lag. And even with my old graphic card, I was able to use PMDG. No problem. Okay. But that was a long time ago, of course. Now we have to reduce descending rate. Okay. So the meter says few clouds 3000, broken 5000 and 8000. Okay, QNH 1018. QNH 1018 set on the standby. Keep descending. This is rain, by the way. We don't have rain report on the area. Can we get any direct? No. Not that we really need, right? No, okay, yeah. Yeah, we can go direct to Sombu, but this is not gonna change anything, of course. Great. Great. Yeah, descent rate is fine. Okay, it's okay. I'm gonna keep it like that for now. Let's go even more low than this. I'm gonna keep weather radar. Yeah, for now I have to switch to terrain because we're gonna land in a coastline airport, but there is terrain not that far from us, especially in case of go around. Indeed, go around is immediate, almost immediate turn to the left. I mean, I can show you. Yeah, this is the go around procedure. So 7 miles U-turn basically. And climb 4000. Okay. Turn left, direct to. Okay, and hold at DVR. Alright. Yeah, there is an holding indeed. Okay. Great. Great, great. Landing altitude is set. Yeah. Yeah, we have this layer of cloud that's provide. I mean, it's not really provide, but yeah, provide us no visibility to the ground. I remind you, we are going to Komatsu in Japan. We took off in Fukuoka. And currently we are descending. We are in the descent phase. And we are gonna land in 20 minutes. Maybe less. Or maybe not. It's quite precise usually. It's incredible. I mean, you feel like you're about to land and still you're missing 20 minutes of flying. Especially the final part of the approach can take 5 to 10 minutes, so that's the main reason. Yeah, this cloud looks... Well, of course, this is the base. Sorry, this is the top, so we shouldn't have any clouds below 3,000 feet. No rain report in the area. So it's raining right here, but should not be raining at our destination. Okay. I also saw, I was checking around the area a little bit, I saw that there is some imitation of Seoul airport now in the sim. Seoul was one of those airports that was completely broken in the past, like impossible to use. Looks like, not really sure, but looks like now there are some building there. Would be cool to fly in South Korea sometime. They do the flight Fukuoka to Seoul, but not All Nippon. They don't do it. Escape rope. Okay. Right on the path. Keep descending. Great. Okay, there is a rainbow. Very cool. Always very cool to fly in Japan. Even if, yeah, again, today is not the best weather at all. No, we're not gonna be close to Fuji. Fuji's pretty far. You can have a nice view of Fuji if you're going from Tokyo to the west. Osaka, Fukuoka as well. Maybe Fukuoka you will get to the north immediately. Osaka is a classical flight to have a nice view on the Fuji. Pretty classical. And also, if it's the case, or if you fly offline, so you don't really have to deal with VATSIM, I really suggest you to find a departure that, I mean, if you have, oh, it's another departure from Fukuoka. I mean, if you have proper wind that makes you fly, makes you go to the north and then to the left. If you're going west, because you can overfly Tokyo. There is a specific departure, pretty cool, that we did long time ago now. But yeah, there is one that is very interesting, which I don't remember at all. But I could, in case. I could check the. I mean, I can check the live. Yeah, I don't like. I mean, yeah, I was quite low the cost index. With low cost index, it's not really the climbing part, but the descending part can take forever. I mean, which I don't really get why. Because, yeah, of course, if you have a lower cost index, you should burn less fuel. But yeah, I was assuming that if you stay higher as much as possible, you will burn. But yeah, probably the reason is because you start descending for a longer period, so you can keep the plane in idle for longer time. Maybe it's something like that. Yeah, there is a reason, of course, and it's correct. I mean, for sure, it's correct to start descending earlier if you want to burn less fuel. Not that I'm doubting it at all. External temperature is okay. True air temperature. You know that the 737-800, a plane that was, I mean, I'm not 100% sure about this, but let's say I'm 95% sure that doesn't have a way to know the static temperature, the external one. You just have the true air temperature, That's very interesting for a plane from the 90s, in my opinion. But yeah, so the true air temperature is always higher than the external temperature. That's because of the not really. Yeah, I mean it's because the pressure that the air receive, because you are of course passing with a physical body which is your plane, so you are pressurizing the air around you, and that if you know a little bit of thermodynamic, if you pressurize air, that will warm up. That's the reason you have. Okay, I'm gonna switch to 250 now. That's because, sorry, not that. That's why the true air temperature is higher than the static air temperature or the external air temperature. No, very interesting. But I think for anti-ice procedure, yeah, that's. Well, I don't know because I don't know. Well, that would be an interesting question for a real pilot. If they, especially, I mean, for example, in A320 that they have both temperature, static and true. If they consider, I mean, which one they consider for anti-ice procedure? Probably the static. Yeah, I would consider the static just for. I don't know, tolerance stuff. And also some part of the plane are not really receiving pressurized air, I guess, especially the flaps. But in the 73 you don't have that information, so probably they have some, I don't know, for example, if it's minus 10 or if it's 0 the true air temperature, you have to turn on anti-ice anyway. Or until, I don't know, it's plus 10 or plus 15, I don't know. Would be very interesting to ask. Yeah, I have a friend that is a A320 pilot, but yeah, I'm not really gonna write him to ask, oh, you use the true air temperature or the static air temperature to turn on anti-ice? Okay. Well, we can descend 5,000. Maybe I can give myself a direct. Yeah, I can. Okay, let's go. Flywheel level change. No auto brake RT. Okay, pressure. Calculate performance. 0.6. My bad. Auto brake 3, auto brake 2. Okay, auto brake 2 is fine. In case, as always, we have manual braking if we need. And we clear to the right. No, to the left. I guess this is half military. This airport. Okay, so auto brake 2. 2,700 meter runway, so it's not an enormous, very long one. Yeah, precise 2,700. Sync the heading. We should turn on anti-ice now. Yeah. The problem is I will never remember to turn them off. Let's see. I'm not used to do it. I mean, I'm not used to turn on anti-ice. It's quite rare, honestly. Overall, it's quite rare to use anti-ice. In this kind of plane, at least. Okay. 11,000 feet, seat belts. Any lights on as well. Let's go. Check there is nobody around. Fine. Okay, anti-ice is on. We are over the sea. Of course. Fly level change, yeah. We are a little bit higher on the vertical path. Okay. 40 miles, more or less, to go. I don't... Yeah, the coastline is right there. Yeah, yeah, you can see it. Below the cloud, it's right there. Yeah, it's hard to see, but there is trust. Zoom in. I'm gonna switch to terrain now. Terrain on, weather radar stays on the first officer side. Yeah, as you can see, we have terrain. Not that far from the airport. Okay, below 10,000. True air temperature -6. At destination, the temperature is 4 degrees. So yeah, we have to switch off anti-ice basically when we intercept the ILS. Speaking of which, gear down view set. Okay. 2,000 feet. Wow, pretty low. Maybe we're gonna intercept higher. Let's see. Okay, now we are in the path precisely. It's raining outside. Yeah, should be snowing at -6 degrees. Ah, yeah, of course, this is true air temperature. No, wait, it's higher, so yeah, should be snowing. It's higher than the... Yeah, I mean, we just said it. We just said that. So true air temperature is higher than static, so should be definitely colder outside. No new meter for us. Okay, it's 39 minutes ago. We're gonna also have a crosswind from the left. Quite some crosswind, 10 knots. Okay, after this one, 3,500. Yeah, there is kind of an obstacle on final, which is maybe some hill, 1,100 feet height, 300 meters, but yeah, there is something right around the interception area of the ILS. Capturing. Let's say. Raining again? Oh, let me check something. No, I didn't get it. Was too late probably. Okay, yeah, I see the coastline finally. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's the airport. Oh yeah. We can descend 3,500 now. Okay, we are below the. Okay, I'm gonna do this. 148 the approach speed. So, yeah, I'm gonna repeat this when we disengage autopilot. Something that was quite criticized. I mean, not quite criticized, but criticized a little bit is the flight model. Personally, no, okay, that's not the airport, by the way. Personally, yeah, I found it a little bit strange on the flare. Not on the flare, but on the approach. I mean, I can't really control the pitch with the throttle, which makes it definitely more difficult to fly that. I mean, not really more difficult to fly, but yeah, it's a kind of a little different behavior from what you should be used to. You know that in real life you really control the plane just with the throttle, the pitch of course, not the roll. Yeah, here, yeah, I was losing quite some speed, trying to pitch down. It's a little bit strange, for sure. So we should be not that far now, right? Okay. And also, you never know if you have ILS or stuff when you land up, when you end up in the sim, in an airport like this. Look at the terrain. Oh wow, yeah, look at that. Very cool, actually. Very cool. Yeah, very interesting. And now I really want to make sure we do have the ILS. Because we are 20 miles. Yeah, we should get the ILS now, probably. We can descend 2000, by the way. Okay, 2000 set. And we can start slowing down a bit. Speed on up. Okay, I don't see any ILS signal. 110.0. Sorry, 110.1, 110.1 confirmed. Yeah, that's correct. I even wonder if we do the airport. I didn't check, honestly. Wow, look at that. Very interesting. Okay, we have it. Ah, that's the ILS. Now I realize it. That's the ILS. Why we do have ILS? No. That's the ILS signal that make this noise. Really annoying, honestly. I have no idea how to remove it. Maybe it's this side? No. I mean, you shouldn't be pushing this. Do they get this in real life? Okay, Warlock, by the way. I don't think so.
2500.
Okay. 15 miles. Wow, look at this place, by the way. That mountain is very interesting. I love the daytime. Okay, we are below the glide, of course. And we are about to level off. Wow, amazing place. Again, I didn't expect that. And the ice off. Level off. Approach. Okay, speed check. Okay, flaps 1. Wow. Speed on 1. 148 the approach speed. What a place, by the way. Wow, with the beach here. I mean, maybe the sea is very bad, I don't know, but look at this beach and the mountains, incredible mountains. I remind you, we are in Japan. Okay, so I'm gonna go with flaps 2. Speed check. Flaps 2. Okay, flaps 2. Now that does a lot of difference. So flaps 5. Okay, let's do speed on 5 before. Speed on 5 set. Wow. Very cool. Oh wow, that looks like... Oh, I see the runway, by the way. Oh, it really reminds me in Lord of the Ring. This stuff here with the mountains behind. Glide alive. Speed check. Gear down. Gear is down, running turn off, taxi light. Flaps 15. Speed on 15. There we go. Wow. Probably is also the sun yeah, basically shooting those mountains precisely. But very cool. Very cool. Okay. Okay, flaps. 3148. Alright. Full established, full set. Look at the shadow. Wow. Last check outside here. Very beautiful place. So again, let's hope I'm able to control the pitch of this plane properly today, because again, if you try to do it with your throttle, it's not really doing it properly. I'm gonna try my best. Let's wait 1 mile still before to disengage autopilot. Epic mountain, by the way. Very interesting. Hello, first officer. Very interesting mountain. Okay, it's time. Autopilot off. Auto throttle is off. For example, now I want to pitch down. I reduce power, but I need to help the plane by pushing a little bit with the stick. I have a stick, of course, but with the cloche. Continue.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Touchdown reverse. Yeah, I saw you got disconnect. So bad. Okay, 60 reversing. Manual braking. Yeah, I saw that my live stream decided to go to a total disaster right on the perfect time on final. Yeah. It's not recovering anymore. Maybe it is now. Yeah, it is now, but yeah. No, it's not. Okay, let's exit this. Oh no, I have to go to the left. Wow, this is... okay, it's... What? I have to go. Continue tax. Lag. No. Okay, now it's working. Since it's working, yeah, I saw that disconnect right on final. Yeah, fortunately this happened. Quite rarely, but yeah, today in the worst moment possible. Maybe I found the cause right now because I closed Asus update and all the sudden is very good. I don't know. Would be a great news because it will never happen again in the future. But I don't know. I have this problem and then I restart the PC, the streaming PC, and everything is working perfect. So it's for sure some program which I don't know. Hopefully hopefully is that. Yeah, unfortunately you lost completely the landing. But and also I was very low on speed because I was completely distracted by what was happening there. So yeah, so sorry for the end of this live stream, but yeah, it's a problem that I have since long time, and it usually happen at the beginning of the live stream. I just have to stop everything and relaunch the streaming, and it's fixed. Yeah, today happened on the end, though. Yeah, probably in the worst possible moment. What a place, by the way. Incredible place. I really enjoy the flight. Again, so sorry for the end. Now it's perfect. So I don't know. I don't want to say that I found the problem, but maybe I found it. Would be a great news for the future. Yeah, probably some update that start automatically. I think it's that. Okay, parking brake set. I don't know. Okay, I didn't have the. Okay, never mind. But it's okay. Now the flight is pretty screwed up because of that. Okay. What? Okay, I didn't have the chokes. Yeah, now it's perfect. Okay. Hopefully it was that. So will never happen in the future again. Because I wasn't able to find the problem since now. I'm not sure still, but yeah, let's hope for the best. Okay, AP off. Come on. What? Ah, yeah, of course. Yeah, I wanted to use jet train. I didn't open the door. But I don't know why it's not automatic in this entry. Oh, whatever. Okay. Okay, if you should be shutting off. This can goes off. Alright. Yeah, again, so sorry for the end of the live stream. That was so bad in the probably one of the most important part of the flight, which is the landing. Yeah, whatever. I hope. Hopefully I found the problem. Finally. Not sure, but we will see. For the rest, I really wish you a nice evening or afternoon or whatever. And see you next. Okay. See ya.